Villainous beats, villainous beats, villainous beats. Villainous beats, villainous beats, villainous.
In the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Flying high, I emerge through the flames. Have no fear, I'm here, so stand back. Melanin activate, the name is super black. In the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Flying high, I emerge through the flames. Have no fear, I'm here, so stand back. Melanin activate, the name is super black. Imagine that, a future that's super black. Long as your skin brown, your superpowers intact. What would your powers be? Just hope it ain't super whack. Spatial manipulation, create a portal that's black. Maybe just super speed, time travel to run it back. Or cheat manipulation to keep my spirit intact. As I encounter evils the world face, demons the world makes, I'm needed the world at stake. Rest in peace to Chadwick, they killed all the Black Panthers. Panthers told us white lies, I still marvel at black answers. Suits in DC, pray it lead to a civil war. It ain't no Justice League, what's the need to be civil for? Propelled like the juggernaut, it's clear ain't no stopping this. The world in grave danger, who can stop the apocalypse? They killed all the heroes, the new ones don't really care. But if you need me, put your fist up in the air. Yeah, in the sky it's a bird, it's a plane. Flying high, I emerge through the flames. Have no fear, I'm here, so stand back. Melanin activate, the name is super black. In the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Flying high, I emerge through the flames. Have no fear, I'm here, so stand back. Melanin activate, the name is super black.
Whew. Hey, everybody. Happy Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa. Happy New Year. We are in a new one. I hope you survived it because 2023 was the business for us, but in a good way. So just imagine what 2024 has in store for us. Thank you for tuning in to Blurred's Eye View. I'm your man on the wall, Chris Fury. Thank you for tuning in. If this is your first time here, go show your love on the YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button and that notification bell, and you'll get to see clips, highlights, interviews, live shows, all the above, plus a commercial here or there, and then some other stuff. Go show your love for Always Press Record Television, where you can also catch us. That's APR TV on your Roku and Amazon devices. Shout out to Trey Lawson over there at APR TV. And pretty soon we will be having the Blurred News Network showing up on Blurred Station. So tune into Blurred Station for that. Be an affiliate or be a part of the Affinity membership by going to Blurred's Eye View and picking an affiliate member, which is anybody from this crew, and show your love. $10.99 a month will get you, after 36 months, a share of the property. Netflix and Hulu or Who This or Diz Who, whatever they're going to be calling themselves, cannot promise you that. So without further ado, we're getting ready to take off, and we're doing that first off with my second in command, Lady Mandalore.
Hi, good evening, Happy New Year, and all that jazz.
Great jazz, yeah. It's a mouthful. It becomes a mouthful.
Let's start off slow.
Yeah. as Spartan does with his Tennessee moonshine. I don't.
Oh, can I flex real quick? I bought a really expensive bottle of champagne for New Year's Eve, but I could only have one glass because I got tipsy, but it tasted so good. Yeah, see?
Champagne
with your pinky.
Oh my God. So
I got my nails did.
Hey.
I never get my nails done.
See, that's because you're always handling the weapons. And that's my fault.
Or oh God, or doing things okay, I'm gonna stop.
We keep that under the guise of darkness. We don't.
My day job keeps my hands busy.
Yes,
I'm gonna leave it
at that. Grill the horror. What's happening, lady?
What's up? I was just actually typing.
I know it causing stirring up the pot.
Of course, that's what I do.
Yeah,
that's what I be.
There's an actual.
How y'all doing? Happy New Year's. Oh, there's a brew always happening. What you talking about? There's an actual pot. You know that already, Captain.
Of course. I mean, it wouldn't be no other way. So, I mean, what can I say?
I'm trying on some new headgear. Is it okay? Do y'all hear me good?
No, yeah, you're fine.
Okay. Cool.
We have our very own games, our very own games master, Navy Montel.
Navy.
What's up, y'all? Yes. Know your station, especially gonna be part of this. You're gonna be on the Blur station.
That
know
part.
Your station. Let's go.
That part.
What's going on, everybody? Hi.
What's up, all nerd?
Man, let me tell y'all something about New Year's, boy. You have people who just let the idiot show, and then they use that as a license because it was New Year's Eve. You were an idiot before New Year's came around, and now you
that part.
Okay, You know what? Never mind. I'm just gonna smack you with a cheeseburger later because you ain't
Too
ready
early.
to nothing.
We leave the violence up to Lady Mandalore. She handles the light work,
Well, she's got her fancy bottle of
or at
King
least
Panzee
she
over there.
or at least she makes light work of.
Yo, speaking of light work, let me tell you, the funniest thing is always being able to send Kira something, and she told me she laughed for 10 minutes straight. Yo, I got you beat. It was 17 minutes. I had that on loop. Y'all, I was so weak. I said, I gotta send this. And I sent it to the whole crew, y'all. Let me tell you, Kira made me so proud.
What if Yakio 250.250?
Yeah,
That
Yakio
is funny.
250.
They funny as shit. Boy, they don't say a word. Anyway.
Man.
Sorry.
We got our very own cinematic assassin. We'll be watching in the building.
Will, what up, dude?
William
the author.
Yes, good news. Good news.
Wilhelm.
Hey, listen.
Wilhelm, yes.
Wilhelm.
I'm trying to get my discipline straight. 2024. I'm starting off with a 7-day water fast.
Whew.
This for whoever wants to step up.
Okay.
This week is not the time. Like,
Okay.
please.
Oh, he's got
You and
Mew
my
Mew.
husband could be best friends. I
And
can't.
you walk around with Mew Mew, you got a party going on.
Oh, that's facts.
Mew Mew will find his way upside your head.
That's called hanger. That's hanger.
He chose violence this time.
He did.
I said I'm trying to get the discipline together, not the anger management. That's a 2025 project.
Oh, Black Spartan is in the building. What's up?
We always, it does not fail that we always have this man praying or doing something.
Got him.
Where's that moonshine?
Ooh, if he has
I got
moonshine, we get
kombucha, so I'm good.
I was about to say, listen, we can make this a drinking game. It's not a problem.
I'm not
Oh,
sure that one more.
y'all can play the game. I'm just sipping till I hit cruise control. So y'all good.
We got a special guest in the building. He's a nerdcore artist, hip hop artist out of Detroit. He
Yes,
has
sir.
several projects to his name. He has worked on several Power Rangers projects. He has worked on several projects of his own. This man is helping the community by teaching kids the same thing. He has Manic Mondays with Mark Cooper on Twitch. This man, I still bump some of his older stuff, which is the cartoon series, because anytime you can take some 80s and 90s cartoon intros and flip them,
That's magic.
yeah.
That's impressive.
Mark Cooper's in the building. What's going on, Mark?
Sir, what's
Good
going on?
morning, good
What it is,
evening,
what
good
it do, how it
afternoon.
be.
Man, let me give you this because I always enjoy when you come through, man. You always have. The last time Mark was on, it was me, him, and DC, and we were just joking because he was saying all the projects he did. We were just joking. He's like, "Oh yeah, I got like 7 in the bank right now," just like that. He was finishing. What's going on, Mark?
Not too much, man. Just a new year, new way to get into different things and just, do what I can.
Yes, you have been keeping clear of all the BS, which I really enjoy. You've been showing the Power Ranger love is maddening. It's maddening. If you don't, if you get a chance, go check out his power. Like he has a track for each one.
See, now I must check this out.
Tommy Oliver alone has 2 that I know of.
First you have my curiosity. Now you have my attention.
Watch your profanity, sir. Watch your profanity.
You revealed to me a little something. If you're working on a project with Nickelodeon,
Well, I'm glad this is actually the first interview of the year, so I'm glad I can be able to, be blessed to be here. So I appreciate you all first off.
Thank you.
And because Nickelodeon turns 45 this year.
Shush, no, wait, don't say it out loud.
Yeah.
Wow.
You want to know
Okay,
something
that just made
funnier
me
though?
realize how old I really am. Okay.
But it's more than that though. Transformers is 40, Ninja Turtles is 40, Karate Kid is 40, and G.I. Joe is 60.
My guy, relax. Why you gotta
G.I.
put
Joe, I
them all
believe.
out there like that? That hurt.
G.I. Joe, I believe. Okay.
Yeah, because it was, you know, G.I. Joe was out before we was walking the earth. Pretty
Right.
I can accept that one.
They
That's
were the 8-inch action figures that everybody had a beard. Didn't matter what you did. Everybody had a beard.
Everybody.
Kung Fu Grip and all. Jesus, man,
Right.
all these properties. We're the Gen Xers. We are the true Gen Xers. We don't have any BS out here. We survived all of it. Still surviving it.
Yeah.
And we honestly we come away with some of the best content.
I mean, everybody got their stuff from us for the most part.
Yeah.
Everybody's foundations of love come from what we were raised around and what we were raised on. So even now, you got people bumping Schoolhouse Rock that weren't around when it actually came out on Saturday mornings on ABC. I'm like, let's go.
Exactly.
I was just listening to Rocker Bell's radio on Sirius XM, and DJ Spins was actually playing remixes of Schoolhouse Rock over the weekend for the holiday.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, when you said that, I'm like, I'm in the car singing to it. My wife was like, "Really?" I'm like, "Why wouldn't you question this as if you hadn't been here before?" So
they still slap to this very day. I don't care what you say.
Yep.
Fundamentals of spelling and English literacy. So, what all have you been up to, Mark? What all you been doing?
Well, been doing a lot. I'll be honest. From either doing the voice for Jet Boy for a new animated series that's coming out later on this year. There'll be a pilot for that.
Nice.
February, we start the actual filming of Power Rangers. So it's not just me making music of it. I'm actually casted as a Power Ranger in the series called Beast Hunters. So I'm the Green Elephant Ranger from the Zoolager series that they adapted from Sentai.
Ooh,
okay.
After that, it's just a bunch of scoring and then finishing up projects. I'll just let you guys know. So since it's all those 40-year anniversaries, I do want to make the triple 40 pack, which will be 4 tracks of Ninja Turtles, Transformers, and and Dragon Ball as well. I forgot that's at 40 because of the manga adaptation was in 84. So
nice.
That's amazing. That is freaking amazing.
And then the Nickelodeon project, which I basically, make a full-on story throughout, just giving all the nostalgia things we grew up with. And I called it the Orange Tape, just kind of inspired by the purple tape of how, you know what I mean, but call it the Orange Tape. So it'd be really cool.
Okay.
Have some cool cameos on there, and just live what the orange years was like.
You know what? We need to reach out back out to Keenan for this one.
I would love it. I would love it.
Said he wants to come back anyway. So that's be perfect.
Yeah, we can dance that up. I don't even know because we've spoken before.
Oh yeah,
but
absolutely.
The process of you creating all these dope albums, because the guy has a discography. All right, like I think him, LL, and Jay-Z are like neck and neck at this point. Like
it's an honor to put me in the name with those people in general. So I appreciate it in general.
You recently were here through Cleveland, passing through Cleveland. You were at Fan Expo Cleveland, where you met. You finally were caught up with Crazy 8 the Great. Shout out to 8. He's healing. He's healing right now. Nothing major, but he had a little something, little scare. So he's healing. He let the people know today. So he's fine. So shout out to 8 and Lady 8 the Great. Got to give it out to her, because as I told 8, I said, I know Candy B got on your behind, and I understand Lady as well. And he says, right. So
yeah. Like, I know it's not all your fault, but
So we praying for you, brother. We praying for you.
Not the black woman I told you so stare.
It wasn't. No, it's you better not. That's what that was.
Yeah, it was the better.
That was also the I told you so stare too.
That was the I told you so stare.
It falls in the same realm.
How about that? It looks similar.
Yes.
The eyebrow. This one goes an eyebrow for that one for the other one. That's all.
It's the pointy lip for me. I go a little bit.
It's also on the lines of the look of bitch. That's kind of how it
which
looks.
means if Lady Mandalore ate that look, I can imagine what Candy B did.
That's why I yelled lightly. I didn't need. I'm not his woman's.
Very
and I'm
stern.
Not that woman.
Very stern, like
whisper of a lifetime.
Right. So Mark, what was the Are you done with the Nickelodeon project, or are you still working on that?
I'm still working on it, actually. I finished all the beats for it, so now it's just a matter of, writing it to where it needs to, the certain features I would like to have, and just making sure it fully connects the way I want it to. Which is actually a funny story. Before I thought about making it an album, I was actually going to go for a second Guinness World Record, which would be the most references of a certain franchise in the song. So I was going to do, I think, 1,000 Nickelodeon references, but I wasn't going to be weird and be like, oh, Tommy, Chucky, Phil, Lil, Susie, you know what I mean? And be out of pocket, you know what I mean? And be completely out of pocket. Like, I wanted to tie all those things together. And not on top of that, since I am an educator, I also want to talk about the Silver Ball era, which is before the Nickelodeon thing. It was actually a pinball that they had in 1979 and put all those things together. So that's where, like all the, you can't do that on television. I mean, I'm going through the actual years of it. Because what people will do is then they'll just, they'll make a SpongeBob song and then just be, hey, SpongeBob. And then they'll be, oh, we'll make a Rugrats song. Sometimes that's honestly, it's just too easy for me. And I didn't want to do that.
You got to go back.
Yeah. So I wanted to, tack all different kinds of things. And what I wanted to do is give homage to the game show host for it. And the way I'll just give you the scale. So if you remember the toy run back in the day, like with Toys R Us, and then you would be able to go through all that. Well, I made it that way. But every time I get to a certain number of references, a host comes up. So it could be Phil Moore talking to me. It could be Mark Summers. It could be, Kurt Fogg from Legends of the Hidden Temple. So I have actual tracks about the game shows as well. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Legends.
So that way it brings those out, but it's all references of everything, because just doing Nicktoons is kind of, it's kind of cheating. You know what I mean? So that's why I wanted to make it a little, you know what I mean? So
the man likes a challenge. I'm telling you, he likes a challenge.
I approve of this.
I mean,
just bring all those things together, and then that way everybody remembers all different aspects of it.
All you're missing is an Olmec trap beat right now.
He said it too late.
He said too late. I knew he was gonna say that.
That face says. Does that face say you've already done it, or do I need to shut up?
Yeah, Wild and Crazy Kids, you name it. Guts.
Yeah, you got it.
Wow.
Hold on. I'm telling you, he's really. I can imagine what he's doing, because when he said can't do that in television, I'm like, all right, Eat My Shorts is on there. Everything's getting. He's going in the can, people. I'm telling you, Allegra's window, all that stuff is like somewhere is floating in the ether.
See, you have my attention, sir.
Pinwheel. Are you doing all this by yourself? I know what the answer is. Are you doing all this by yourself?
Yeah.
God damn it.
And recording, mixing.
Nah, don't say God damn. That's legacy right there.
Oh my God. I know you don't sleep.
Jesus.
There's no way you sleep. There's no way you sleep. There's no way you sleep.
Yeah, I hear from a lot of people about that. Don't even worry. but believe it or not, I did actually take a little bit of breaks and stuff throughout before, writing that, because last year, in 2023, I only released maybe 2 tracks in a soundtrack for a score, like for a movie, but like anything written wise. By the way. Yeah,
that's not light work.
I don't want to mention all the other stuff I did last year. That'd be kind of bad at this point. But I mean, all in all, I just made sure that what I didn't want to do is get into a situation where I would be like almost like a bulldozer of all the things I'm able to do. Mm-hmm. I just kind of look and I'm like, okay, if I'm going to focus on these things, these are the things I'm not going to do. And I try my best now in the future to be able to make sure that I can still come up with the consistency of content, but I want to make sure that it's quality content as well. Because now short form type of content is all over the globe. It's everywhere. Everybody has something short, 30 seconds, 1 minute, thing like that. I just want to make them meaningful. You know what I mean? And I wanted to make sure at the same time it wasn't a pandering situation. It'll be like, oh, Good Burger 2 is coming out. Oh, I'm going to release a Nickelodeon track right now. You know what I'm saying? And I never wanted to do that. I mean, it's just about rapping about the things you love, and that's why I do Nerdcore. So that's my thing.
He's
like that.
What's up?
Hold on.
It's
No, go ahead.
appreciated.
Real quick, because we not just gonna speed past this.
Yeah, we
I
is.
feel like you dropped a humble brag off real quick. It was like, it was real quick. It was a no look pass on it. Like you said, you're going for potentially. You was thinking about going for a second world record. So that means you are currently a world record holder.
Yeah, longest freestyle with a team of 10. It was 25 hours.
Wait,
What?
Good night, everybody.
Kara, you was right to worry about this man's sleeping habits. What the hell?
It was
You see the
25 hours?
You see the eyes.
It was a team of 10 of us in Detroit. So that was in 2018. And yeah, so they came out and everything. And the only bad part is that we weren't able to make the book simply because of how the presentation was given, but we still broke that record. So
yeah, Guinness Book is very weird with their ruling. It's very weird, you know. Just when you think you followed all the steps, you're just like, oh, but you didn't do this one little thing, and you're like, seriously, like, it's weird. It's weird. It's
you know, it happens,
but you know what you got.
Yeah, we definitely for sure.
So for the people that don't know, who was a part of this team of 10 besides yourself?
Well, it was Soup MC, Mahogany Jones, Foulmouth, Elijah Day from Clear Soul Forces, Mr. Furious, D Essence, Mike Phelps. Yeah, I think it's just two more I'm missing right now. I'm just trying to think right now. Darn. The reason why is because later on producers came in. And I'm just trying to make sure I didn't name that. So there were situations where they kept having beats. So it was the way it worked. It wasn't like we did strictly 25 hours like that. They were in segments. So we would do 4 hours and get a 20-minute break, and then 4 hours and then repeat the process. And it was difficult. Like, I mean, we weren't eating actual full meals at all. I mean, everything was like energy powder drinks and, like in granola bars and just things like that. So we weren't even actually having, actual meals. And then, then it got to the point where certain, when rappers hear beats and be like, I don't rap over trap beats at all. And then, people had to strong arm it. I actually lost my voice in that, in that process for it, because going 8 hours by yourself is crazy. You know what I mean? And it's just like throughout the whole, process with that.
It sounds like your diet was pretty much the sound of very much of a con-going experience.
Yes. So there's like it was the perfect example of, let's say, round 6 and 7 of Rocky IV. Like where they just speed past the whole thing, and they were
glimpses
just like,
of it.
They were
You get glimpses and blurs, like we know what happened, but what really? Wow!
You just kept seeing the car go up. That's all you kept seeing,
right?
Just kept seeing the ring girl. I'm like, what the heck is going on? Yo, when I first met you around the time I met Prowess the Testament. Who was an amazing female MC. Female MCs out there, or those who call themselves female MCs. You need to look at Prowess
for sure.
Because not only is she flowing, but she sings too. So, so I met you around that time between Prowess the Testament, MC Chris. These guys are amazing, absolutely amazing, and I was floored. And that's when I had told you, I got to introduce you to 8. And so it took about a year, but you guys finally were able to get together. But what is it like when you find like-minded individuals that's on that same path, that has that same drive, that same positivity, that same inspiration towards the generation and younger. How does that feel, like knowing that you're in that camp, that I'm like, hey, you're my brother or my sister in arms in his walk?
Well, I'll tell you at first, it can be, it can be mind blowing, but it can also be, believe it or not, it can be scary too. And the reason why I say it could be scary, not to say there's any kind of negative flack of anything that we do, but it can be kind of scary because of the connections that you build with individuals afterwards. And once it leaves, like once you're doing certain things like, oh, I like anime, oh, I like video games, oh, that's great. And in this community, even in this generation today, that we can see that more people of color and more different individuals are more intertwined with geek culture. And it's turned into almost like not even a standard, but it's something that's not, it's not uncommon anymore.
Yeah.
So now those interests are also things that blend into whether they become longtime, friends or even, longtime partners in the future. Just those are just different bridgeways to get you to that, to those different kinds of elements. And that could be kind of scary because of, the binds and friendships that you make, or, maybe you're not friends anymore. You always have those memories because now it's intertwined in your Pandora's boxes, which was your geek culture at that time. So sometimes it could be, scary with that. But on the positive note, what's great about it is that it's nice to find individuals that relate to the things that you grew up with or the things that you like or those. And then that's what makes great conversations, makes great music, and, and inspires the younger and the older, believe it or not. So that's why I love these kind of things the most. I feel like I've made and, gained some of the greatest friends and greatest, partners I've ever had in my life because of things like that. My best friend, we met, shouts to Blizz. We met at a beat battle, and he was, we never met each other. And then I was like, I'm a fan of Power Rangers, but his argument is that Japanese is better than the American. And because of that particular bond, he's my best friend to this day. So it's just really, you just never know the missing pieces that you would find in the future because of the geek culture, combinations and relations that you have with people.
I enjoy whenever you have a new project. How many projects to date do you have?
67.
I'm what?
Yeah.
What?
Sorry, Jay. Sorry, James Todd Smith. Gotcha.
Yeah, because of the Power Rangers soundtrack count. So yeah, 67.
I told you.
Dang, you make me look lazy.
You're not.
All of us are lazy.
The one thing I want to make sure you guys know, it's not anything like that. Like I don't know if I told that story. There was about 10 years ago, I wasn't in the best place. I was diagnosed with type 2, and I had life-threatening sleep apnea. I used to be a lot heavier than this. So when I was in that mode where I was trying my best to, when you get life-threatening sleep apnea, it's like you stop breathing in your sleep.
Yeah.
So it could be a terrifying experience. And at the same time, I was working night shifts at like one of these like CVS types of stores and things like that. And I don't know if you guys did night shifts before, but sometimes when there's not anybody there, you feel like somebody's there, but it's not there. That's like a half sleeping kind of thing.
Yeah.
But what I did was I was focused music, related that time. And I had a mentor. We actually call him Vegeta because that's somebody I used to, when I was doing semi-pro for Halo 2 and 3, that was like one of the good friends of mine I used to play with back then. And and he also was a writer at Cartoon Network. So he helped out with Aqua Teen Hunger Force, Robot Chicken, Metalocalypse. He pitched Assy McGee. He was my was my mentor, but he also ran into a lot of different things of what all the Hollywood stuff came in. So he was my mentor at that time. And around that time, he's like, Mark, this is what I want you to do. It's like, I want you to make a vault. And I think it was in a dark place at the time online. It was like maybe 2-3 o'clock in the morning. I don't think I've ever told this story before, so it's cool.
No.
So he told me, he's like, understand this. This is what I want you to. This is what I want you to do.
Hey, Prowess.
He said, "Hey, Prowess, how you doing?" He said to me, he said, regardless of what you do, I want you to make 2 or 3 beats every single day. Regardless of how you feel, regardless if you're sick, you're upset, anything like that. I want you to make 3 pieces of content every day.
This is that moment where I wish I had that Michael Jordan meme where it says, and I took that personally.
Yeah, but then afterwards, I've done it for 10 years. And then, it's one of those fighting the insomnia thing and fighting depression. So what I would do is, no matter what, I would try to figure out a way to come out with a project or something I would enjoy. And then that's where, the I Know How You Feel Man series came from. That's a Doug reference. A lot of people don't know that portion. That was when, I think it's when Doug got his bike stolen.
Yeah.
He was like, I know how you feel, man.
I remember that so well.
But everybody thinks it's, because Skeeter is considered black, so we're used to having, things happen to us. But the reality of is Doug never, people never understood Doug. That's why he wrote to himself. He third person everything he did in that entire show because of that. You know what I mean?
And still had the bedroom of everybody's dreams.
Right?
Yeah, he did. I mean, the dog had an igloo outside with cable. Like,
Porkchop was the dog we all wanted. Okay, we all wanted our own.
That's fact.
Exactly. Right. So that's what I end up doing, and that's how I got inspired with coming out with projects. And there were certain years, I think like 2015 and 2020, I would come out with a new project every single month. And that was how I was able to keep up and do what I needed to. So I started making projects about things I always liked. So once that happened, and producer battles and all those things, it just, everything molded together. So that's how I was able to, to keep going. It wasn't just to be like, yo, I'm going to come out with all these projects. I'm a master project man. You know what I mean? I didn't all these degrees, you know what I'm saying? Like, he had so many degrees. He took my degree. Like not anything like that. But it was just the way I kept going, motivational wise. And then just things started coming together. Health got better and more opportunities I never thought. And it was just the best way to go about it. You just go for it. You just go for it regardless of what anybody feels. It could be stupid or not. That's the crazy thing about being a nerd. No nerd can get mad at you for going after something you wanted to do.
All of that.
I can't be judged for it. So we've been judged our whole lives.
With you and Lars and Prowess and 8 and slew of other, because there's literally a bank of nerdcore hip hop artists out there. And once that door is opened, you don't walk back through it. You kind of stay in the room because you just like you were stating, there's no nerd who's gonna judge you on the content that you're talking about, because like Doug, I know how you feel. We've been there. We there, and we enjoying it, and it's just like, yo, these were quote unquote simpler times. So the drive that you have that brought you out of that depression, that brought you out of that place, and realizing it's the thing that you grew up, that was your bright spot, that was your happy place, right? That's what made it palpable, and just, what, I can do this, right? I can overcome this, because not only is it something that makes me happy, but it's talking to someone else, and they might be going through something, if not the same thing or worse.
Exactly.
So what Provocation said, we might judge you if you don't shower. That part. That part. Still gotta wash your ace.
And definitely use deodorant.
Get a shape up, and yes, wear deodorant. Yes.
She's not lying at all. Yeah. She will call you out.
Oh, yeah, right. Don't stay in that room. Damn, stay.
She will call you on the heartbeat.
Man, we're going to take a quick break. Mark, we're going to do some of the news. You want to stick around?
Of course.
All right. So we will be back with our guest, Mark Cooper. We're going to be doing a little bit of news, as you know, we always do. We'll be right back. Blurred's Eye View is a proud affiliate of Otaku Noir. Use the code Blurred's Eye View for 10% off on all items. With a different nerd-themed box filled with items made by talented blurs across the country, you surely will not be disappointed. Go to otakunoir.com. Otaku Noir, the #1 blurred mystery box company.
What's happening? Hair longer, money ain't, so pay attention. Last couple seasons on the show have been very busy, and just to make navigating that easier for you all, I've taken it upon myself to go ahead and clean up the channel a little bit. However, if you are here for just a specific type of content, or you're new here and want to see what we're about, highly recommend our playlist section for you. If you want to see us react or review movies, trailers, video games, and whatnot, that's up there. I get it, not everybody can sit through a 2-hour podcast. So if you just want to see what the best or funniest bits were from each episode, that's going to be our highlights section. If you want to see some of the cool guests we've had on for interviews, up here. If you want to see some of the cool guests we've got to interview IRL, over here. Also, yes, please do all 3 of those. Now, if you'll excuse me, still looking for answers on that.
As always, Tafari never fails to keep us entertained. But we are back. We're going to do a little bit of news. It's the new year. Why not? I believe we have about a week till Echo premieres on Disney. Who did
January 9th.
Something like that.
That dude in the brain, yes.
Some in that. Well, there was a leak that happened. Now we can't show the leak, obviously, because it's a leak. It wasn't officially released, but there was a fight scene leaked, and my God, love the fight choreography. If you've watched Daredevil, then you know. So
the hall scene.
The hall. You can't get better than a hallway scene.
No, you can't.
You can't. You know what? You can say what you want about Marvel, but damn it, they will deliver on the hallway scene.
They will beat your ass in the hallway.
If you're a henchman and you see a dark hallway,
just
check your
run.
Shouts to the custodian that has to do something after the hallway scene.
Exactly. So right now we have the Echo trailer from Hulu, or from whatever, Disney Plus, coming on June 9th. They're actually premiering a day early. It was supposed to be the 10th, but they're premiering it a day early. So here we go.
Maya. I see everything that you are. I always have.
I'd have done the same thing, Wilson. Thank you.
Man, white suit never get dirty.
Don't it?
Like Megan Fox and
either that or he's got to deal with Clorox.
Yeah.
Scotch guard, something.
Cold water and prayer. Let's go.
You have so much pain in you. You. So much rage. That you can't contain it.
Like this is on Disney. Can you believe it?
You and I are the same. So, who's the monster?
Mm-mm.
Still you.
I
Don't let
think
me hold
Disney's
you.
finally discovering their fuck it bone.
Okay.
They discover it now,
what
right
I'm
after
going-
they did something else
right.
that would have gave us that.
Right.
I mean, let's just say that Disney's running with it.
Hey, they took the ball.
Let's just say they're running with it. They allowed somebody else to run and they just handed it off.
And
This
shout out to all the
is
people
the
that
breaking the glass case now. It's like, okay, nothing's working. Go dark.
super shout out to all the people that said that Disney was never going to show this kind of content on their streaming service.
Yes.
There were several.
I'm
There were
surprised,
several
especially
of
as
you.
a former employee. I'm like super shocked that they're actually going this thing. I think it's because of the new domain thing for like how the first Mickey drawing is now officially free domain.
Yep.
And everybody's making a horror type dark game with it. It was like,
Oh,
boy. And then now they're really doing it.
Reimagining a Steamboat Willie in the post-apocalyptic world.
It was crazy.
That would actually be dope.
I
Maybe you guys
I
have
have to
that.
give a shout out because they are doing. Don't get me wrong. I'm a fan of all the content from DC and Marvel and Image, all of that. However, I commend them for this representation of the indigenous people. It was well past time, you know, and the fact that they're getting characters like Echo, because if you're a real fan, you've read the books, losers.
You know the angry basement lords have not yet done it.
But I can thoroughly enjoy what they're putting out and putting together, and they're just saying, no, our time has been here. Like everybody else is dragging their feet right now. They're dragging. They're like, oh well, let's do that. No. We got to go here. We got to go here because it's here. I can pick up a Marvel book right now, and it has some level of representation in it. It does, always has, and not even now it's been more prominent with Miss Marvel, with Photon, with Echo,
Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi.
Oh yeah, Shang-Chi. Yeah.
I was just watching that movie again.
Watching that yesterday.
Yes,
yes,
I was just like,
me too.
I was just like, I feel like watching Shang-Chi. You know, especially if you've watched season 2 of What If.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something. Losers. Wow. Talk about ending a year on a high note.
It
starts
so, as Will says, it starts tonight. So if you haven't seen it yet, spoiler alert. We are diving into What If season 2. Jesus Christ. I could not have been more happy. Season 1 was fantastic. It was Chadwick Boseman's last round as T'Challa, and it was very poignant. Season 2 said, "Hold my beer. I'm about to give this to you."
We were handicapped that first season.
Woo!
Someone said put the crock pot on low. We got some work to do.
Nice metaphor.
Work to do, okay?
They didn't pull any punches. They told some great this is why I've always loved the book series of What If and Exiles, because you can go and tell any kind of story and not be, oh, that's not what happened, or that's no.
Oh yeah,
this is
having an open pen. Yeah,
yes, it is beautiful, and I'm so glad that they went this route. So glad that they went this route. But I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that the MVP of this entire series,
Yeah,
I say that.
Kiara of the Mohawk tribe, and the poignant of the this is the beautiful thing of that episode. One, Devery Jacobs, who speaks Mohawk and is native herself, and is also in the episode, is also in the series of Echo. Voices this brand new created character, and the entire episode is in Mohawk language,
which is amazing. Absolutely,
It was
amazing.
The one time that I did not complain about being a sub at all.
Exactly. Prowess. Exactly.
There was some funny episodes. There were some funny moments. What if Happy Hogan saved Christmas? It's especially for me kind of funny.
That Die Hard from Marvel.
It was Die Hard.
Yes.
It was literally Die Hard.
Yeah.
And somebody actually said that time that Hogan Hulk, and I'm like, oh shit, that is a Hogan Hulk. It's a play on words, but it's true. And it was fun, and it was just watching the whole thing. They're unfolding this whole thing. The voice work is there. The voice actors did a fantastic job. For those who they couldn't get to fill the roles, like for Iron Man or for Captain America, they found what seems to be the same voice actors for the animated series that they had for Avengers. So no love was lost. It was just like, no, that's Tony Stark. It may not be Robert Downey Jr., but he is Tony Stark. That is Captain America. Second on the list is Captain Carter. Damn it, I need more.
Kitchen sink, Captain Carter.
Kitchen sink.
Rainbow Bright Captain Carter.
Rainbow Bright Captain Carter. Kitchen
Shiny
sink,
Captain Carter. Shiny.
Y'all are wrong.
No,
Shiny.
You ain't gonna sit there and tell me when you saw every weapon being handed to her, she was like, cool. She had a Kira moment. Weapons master. All right, I'm throwing everything. That is kitchen sink. That was kitchen sink moment. Just
so we're gonna start it. We're gonna start it at the beginning, because this first episode was very much gave me very much Blade Runner vibes, and that was what if Nebula joined the Nova Corps. It was very much
really
Sin City. I was gonna say Sin City Blade Runner, but I got you.
Yeah. What you gonna say, Lady Mandalore?
No, that was that pulled me in. I was like, oh, a story. Oh, a mystery. Give me more.
Nice build.
That I think, all right. Like the finale was definitely a great episode, but I really like the first one the best. I like story horror. I like a mystery in the middle of my story. I like that. Yeah.
I like how it starts off how you think it does, and then it veers. And it's we're gonna take it a different direction, and
then she double crosses everybody.
That's always been the biggest weapon of what ifs. They aren't linear storytelling. They want to have a jump off point where you look and go, wait, what? Hold what? I'm sorry.
It's like 4 or 5 people wrote it from perspectives and just left the room, is what it feels like.
But before we get too far into what if, because I did forget this one little piece.
Of course.
What do you think of? There's a rumor running around, and I kind of want it to be true now.
You daddy.
Yeah, Domingo as Kane.
Yeah. Let's go.
Kira, I was there for your comment, girl. I was there for your comment.
That bottom lip. I don't care if I'm not your type. I'm biting that bottom lip. I don't care.
Girl, I'm here for that.
Nom.
And I've always been here for that before I even knew that. I was like, oh, he's fine.
It's like, wait a minute.
They gonna start side with King when he starts talking. Like, what? King
you swirl your
I mean, listen, he is going to be a genius at that, so why not?
Well, look at it like this. The only way we can decide.
No timeout. No timeout.
The only way we can decide is who can run the 40 better between him and Jonathan Majors. And then we can make the decision based off of that.
I like that idea. I like that idea.
You gotta
run a better
be in
40.
Gucci heels though. You have to have the Gucci platform before you run.
No, I'll make it even better. You can have like a long trench coat, and then, and they can pick the color. It can be plaid or black.
Right.
Now it sounds like we're doing a little bit of Doctor Who.
I mean, I've been watching Coleman's basically his rise, in the acting world, and I gotta say, like watching him from Fear the Walking Dead, and I'm just like, this dude's good.
He got
like,
range.
Yeah, and then I'm seeing it, and then I'm all of a sudden, then he's in The Color Purple, and I'm like, yo, wait, hold on,
he was in The Color Purple.
Yeah, I'm like, hold on.
What else?
He killed in The Color Purple.
He's in Euphoria.
Yeah, he's in Euphoria.
Yes. Yep.
Like he's been making,
and of course,
rounds.
Fear the Walking Dead.
Yeah,
yeah.
So he's been making his rounds, and I'm like,
Will, stop giggling.
Yeah, run with
it. Discipline.
Will is vibrating over there. What's up?
He definitely has the range to do it. That's not a question. Like my issue would be, don't sub in this other extremely talented black man just to continue to like drag Kang and kind of do nothing with it.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna continue to hand us weak sauce with the actual character, go ahead and put Doom in. Like all these reports keep coming out. Like don't just sub him in just so they can be like, oh, see, Kang sucks.
Well, I think they got too much investment in Kang. So Kang's on.
Sorry, go to bed.
All right. For real?
And I'm not mad about the star.
It was gonna be one of us. I don't know.
My money was on Will. My money was on Will to say it first.
Yeah.
I hate you.
It was gonna be one of us from this crew. That's why
Clip
like,
that.
It's kind of one of them things where you're just kind of looking around. I'm like,
yeah.
Okay, he got it.
We're gonna do a deep background check on you first, just to make sure.
Look
Like,
both ways before you cross a napkin, ladies and gentlemen. Look both ways before you cross a napkin. That's all I have to say.
In Star Wars news,
Thank you.
You were here for it. Don't do that.
Thank you.
That was a great segue.
In Star Wars news, Charmin Obaid Chinoy, who's directed several films overseas, she's of Pakistani descent, and she's also directed 2 episodes of Miss Marvel, will be the next director of the next Star Wars film. Once again, spreading your wings.
I dig that.
Good job, Filoni. You're doing great.
Filoni has sat there and said, I trust him with Star Wars. That's all I ask. I've already kicked out Watiti. So if that doesn't tell you anything.
That makes Kara look up.
Don't bring that.
Ooh.
Let's move past this. We're better than that.
Yes, we are.
I will still that man in public.
Depends.
Now, those eyes I was talking about from Kira a second ago, bitch. Those are the eyes I'm seeing just now.
So now back. We can go back to what if, because this. Well, no, go ahead.
So just in case nobody, I know that she's a not well-known director, whatever the fuck that means. If you guys go to Netflix, I don't know if it's still on there, but she did a very short animated series called Satara.
Still there.
It's okay. It's really good. I think it's about 30 minutes or so long.
I mean, she has several awards and nominations under her belt. Like she's nothing to scoff at.
Established.
These people ain't looking at that. They want to be entertained. They're not trying to do no deep dive dig or whatever the hell have you. So a 30-minute movie. It's animated, yay, and it's got an actual message behind it. So if you want to get a feel for the type of director that she is, so you can judge her, I guess, accordingly by one movie. Satara, it's good.
Yeah.
What's it again?
Yeah. Satara, Lit Girl's Dream. Yeah, Satara, Lit.
No,
Girl.
I mean, what are you talking about on Netflix? Someone look it up and make sure I remember.
It's Satara. Satara. It means star.
Okay.
So yeah, she's the director, writer, and producer on that.
Why does it sound like the way
Gotcha.
it's spelled? It sounds like someone from Japan.
It's
How they would say star in
a
English.
little. The spelling will always throw you off, but you know, if you got grammar Nazis, you listen for the I, not the E.
The way it's spelled, man.
But so I'm looking forward to see what that turns out to be. But back to what if. We started off with what if Nebula joined the Nova Corps, and we go into what if Peter Quill attacked Earth's mightiest heroes. I can't think of an episode that wasn't fun, but this gave me like, this is delightful.
The fact that Bill Foster and still Hank Pym had beat.
Yeah.
The fact that they got everyone that has done a Marvel project, like everyone. T'Chaka was voiced by the same person who played young T'Chaka in Black Panther. So it's like you had Lawrence Fishburne. I'm like, Lawrence Fishburne and Michael Douglas getting ready to face off again. Let's like, what if this actually did happen and they just didn't put it on film? This is why we need Louise.
This is why you have this. It's basically two grumpy old men with Pym particles, and I dig it.
I mean, they had Michael Douglas, Haley Atwell, John Slattery as Howard Stark, so he's back. Kurt Russell as Ego, Chris Hemsworth as Thor, Lawrence Fishburne as Bill Foster, Sebastian Stan as Bucky, Atandwa Kani as King T'Chaka, Madeline McGraw as Hope Van Dyne, Mace Montgomery as Peter Quill, Carrie Tabazin as Marvell Wendy Lawson, which you could not have told me.
That wasn't what's her face?
The actress that from
the one that's married
that played Wendy
to
Warren Beatty. That's Warren married to Warren.
Annette Bening.
Yes,
that's what
I swore up and down it was her.
You couldn't have told me different. I'm just learning now.
Yeah. So when I was like, that's not Annette Bening. Jesus, that was spot on.
Yeah, man.
Great episode.
I thought you were Van Halen.
He's like, what? Yeah. Seeing the 80s version of the Avengers just reminds me of all those memes we would see. Like, what if the Avengers was made in the 80s and they just come up with these different actors and everything? I'm like, no, this was it right here. And it was, dare I say, the season was damn near perfect. I really can't see a fault anywhere right now. I can't.
Every episode had a point. Every episode had a point.
That means you genuinely enjoyed it. And the people who do see flaws in it, you can easily look them up. And they're just going to say certain flaws that make sense, but it doesn't make sense to them because it doesn't match the comic book that they were holding at the time.
They're basically that right there. That we need to surprise episode 10. What if Louise came back? We need to.
Hey guys, that would be amazing.
You probably wonder what happened to me, but let me start right here. Bunko.
Bro, if he does a whole episode like that, sold. It just can't be a little bit. He has to do the whole episode like that.
Yeah,
I can just see that. You probably wonder what happened.
I'm sure he's waiting. Just give the guy a call. I'm like, I haven't heard a fan that just didn't want to know. Like, where the hell is Luis?
I mean, you had a perfect replacement for the Watcher, and it was basically him.
Yeah,
it was basically him if you allowed him to tell the story.
So, which leads into what if Happy Hogan saves Christmas? I'm sorry, but if you don't give me an X-Files style show of Agent Wu and Marcy, Darcy
Lewis, yeah.
Where? There's a Marcy. Because I just seen Married with Children. That's why.
Lord,
Marcy Darcy,
wrong RC.
but I need that just based off of WandaVision. But watching Happy Hogan and Darcy bounce off each other,
that was fun.
Yeah, that was funny.
Just to go get some maraschino cherries.
I got your dang cherries.
Sound like an Ed and Eddie episode for Jaw.
It
versus-
Oh, I was
That was
just
it.
thinking.
That was it. That was exactly
Yeah,
fucking
bro.
it. I was like,
Yo.
there's a reason why do I this feels new but also not. What is going on? Yeah. Ed and Eddie. That was
yeah,
it.
it was and,
Yeah.
and like Sam Rockwell was back as Justin Hammer, and I was just like, he did the dance. I was like, you can't have Sam Rockwell not do the dance. Which, by the way, fabulous footwork for
For a person that looked like he had no seasoning whatsoever.
yeah. Like you've been around. I like that.
I feel like he dated some. That's why.
He did something with somebody somewhere that ain't talking about nothing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think he's dated some.
After that Iron Man 2 appearance, and I'm like, oh, my guy came out like James Brown.
Right.
And didn't miss a step.
Charlie's Angels? When he's coming out off from the side?
Yeah.
Right. Hmm.
Ooh.
I'm like,
Just Slick just glided his way to the front podium, and nobody had no questions about the Seawalker.
Yeah.
Hey, nobody had questions when Vegeta dancing for bingo. I didn't even know he had moves like that. And then what makes it crazier about it is that you get two different experiences. You get the sub and the dub.
Hey.
Well, I guess if you're part of the Ginyu Force, that I guess it helps. It was like somebody got to be the one out the group that can. Somebody got to be the Chris Brown or the Omarion out the group.
Yeah.
I mean, you gonna have an interest like that if like y'all have practiced this. Somebody
Can you dance pose? Yeah. Okay, come on.
It's like watching the Power Rangers morph and you're the villain. Like, so do I jump
Yes.
in? Do I just attack y'all?
That's why
That's
why in the Unworthy series they make puns out of that and literally kill Rangers in that series. So when they morph, they get pieced up during the morph.
Oh man. So episode 4 is what if Iron Man crashed into the Grandmaster. This was interesting.
That was
you know,
that was basically that race.
Yeah.
Of all people, Tony Stark ends up getting knocked off course after taking a nuke out in space and that whole thing. And that I guess this was the episode we were supposed to get that introduces us to Gamora.
Yeah.
And
I was so thrown off. I'm like, why are we going back? What do we need? Why are we here?
yeah. Because it was the way the Watcher says it wasn't really Tony's story. It was Gamora's
story
origin, like her coming out of the shadow story. Because I'm like, okay, it's Tony. It's quirky, it's quippy, it's Gamora, bitch.
I felt actually, but it was Tony's but it was really Tony's story, right?
It was really Tony's story, but the way he starts it off, the way the Watcher starts it off, he was like, it was about another hero, and I'm like, yeah,
that's a cop out, my God.
Yeah,
that's a cop out.
I still need some Gamora.
Yeah,
I still need Gamora. I need me some Gamora because that was a nice setup at the end, you know.
Yeah,
thank you, and that's what I was gonna say. I think it was her story because of that. That was not about Tony. That was about setting Gamora up.
Yeah, kind of like playing off of the Iron Man series, where in the movies and everything, where you get to see the time travel stuff of the era of the Stark Industry stuff, and then it just goes into other parts of the universe, and they use Tony Stark as the person who has the futuristic technology to convey the story of Gamora. I think that's probably what they were doing.
Oh my God!
Grab that damn stick. When you melt stick, that's fucking.
Look, they have made Thanos everybody's bitch. If you've ever seen the movie The One with Jet Li,
yes, yeah, it's one of my favorites ever. People forget Jason Statham was in that movie.
Yes,
yeah.
And the line that he says at the end when he's like on the prison planet, he's like,
I'm you.
I'm Yulon. I'm nobody's bitch. You are mine. And I'm like, that was Thanos. He was everybody's bitch. Like I was like, he ain't got a leg up in season 1 or 2. They kept just like, yeah, you're done.
They treat him the same way the writer treats Spider-Man. Just like you just gonna get hit with trash. You just gonna get hit with trash.
You walk through the
Everybody
gate
gets
and
back issues. Everybody.
So episodes 5, which this is where they really started ramping it up, which was what if Captain Carter fought the Hydra Stomper?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad to see Captain Carter and Black Widow. We've seen this happening in season 1.
Yeah,
we seen that the culmination of these two kind of the buddy cop thing, and it was just like, yeah, we're two powerful women. We're out here. We're handling business. We're kicking ass. We're having whiskey and scotch, whatever. but
you got, no, sorry,
no. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say this: how in the world did we get the Winter Soldier and Black Widow stories both told better in a 30-minute series?
One more time. I don't think they heard you. What? Say that one more time.
I'm just saying. I can't be. I mean, I'm sure we all thought about it. I said, how in the world did we get a Winter Soldier and a Black Widow story both told better in 30 minutes?
How about we got a more cohesive MCU in all 8 episodes than we did for the last, I'm gonna be mean and say 10 years?
No, that's fair.
Yeah. Marvel had more
10?
control.
Damn, I would have said
No, I'm going for Froat. They fucked up and they kept fucking up.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Winter Soldier is still a great film.
I'm not.
But the way they told it with the Hydra Stomper and the way you told it in Braun the Red Room at the same time without it, that's
that was kind of dope.
Look, when they go to the town, which was creepy in itself,
that is a set up a horror movie right there. That shit.
That could have been something in Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely.
And then let Lainey write it. I would watch that if Lainey wrote it. I just want to see what
I would do it. Oh my god.
I clapped throughout this entire episode, but when they showed the Red Room, I did this. I'm like, you bitches. You did it. Because I'm like, y'all not holding back. And I liked it. And boy, did Black Widow get her ass handed to her.
I mean,
by Marlena.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'm like, I'm like,
always had upper hand.
She
it
is
was
not
bound
invincible.
to happen eventually.
I'm glad it happened.
Right.
It was
sometimes
bound to happen.
Sometimes they make characters OP because they're part of the 6.
Yeah.
You'd be like, how did you win?
She said,
really?
Hit her behind the knee. That's where she injured her knee on the bike accident as a kid. I'm like,
when your mother is sitting there, your mother is literally calling your ass whooping from the sideline.
She said that when she said that line, it was like, hit her behind the knee. That's where she injured herself on a bike when she was a kid.
I was like, damn.
That's not your mom.
She didn't give a shit.
That is just
the last thing we need is get the dog too. You know?
Get the dog too. I was stuck, and I'm like, yo, really? It's like 6 of y'all. Did you have to tell him that? But yeah,
I mean, it wasn't going down quick enough for Mama, apparently.
Apparently, because she had her girls out there. And
she's like, look,
I got to get to the matinee before 5. Y'all got to get wrapped up. I'm trying to catch that early bird specials at Denny's.
Dinner will be had because of you lazy ass.
And that's what I can enjoy about it, because I'm like, these fight scenes in this entire series, it's only animation that you can get away with these type of fight scenes, because for some reason I don't know if is it somehow cleaner?
It's called physics and broken bones.
Yeah, you know, it's the animation's good. Like, are you guys competing with another company in the animation department? Right?
Well, I mean, Disney can't buy Mappa.
They could just take one. Just take one person from Mappa. Just one from Mappa. Oh my God, pay them. Just pay them.
Mappa has locked down their employees.
Oh,
I'm sure the way they getting treated over there, just get one. That's all you need. Just get one. Because like this animation was clean, but imagine what you could do with one of them. And
Shoot, Mappa sitting there saying, "You can't have one of ours." As they close the salt mines, you ain't have one.
Oh my god, this is it's still like this is where they really started amping it up. There was a lot of fake hate. That's what it is. It's fake hate from Captain Carter. I'm like, stop, don't stop. We're not going there. It's fake hate. We know what it is. You know, like, we seen what y'all did with the Marvels. We seen what y'all did. It's fake hate. What's the matter? Your precious Steve Rogers isn't on deck anymore. Is that it?
Crazy
Avoided
part
napkins of the world unite.
What's even crazier about it is that the people who are mad don't even know who those characters are until they
Thank you. Thank you.
Yep.
It's like you're just mad because you don't see yourself, or you see yourself. Oh,
they get so angry for the stupidest shit.
I'm just waiting for
it wasn't on the bingo card. They don't know who those characters are.
No.
So they went to their one friend Roger that they neglect every day, and they'd be like, "Who are these people?
No.
Why are they here?
Why are they here?" Right.
Tell me more about this Nick Fury. Who is
Yes.
And why is he black and bald?
And why does he have only one eye?
Get away.
That first came out. Nick Fury wasn't Nick Fury.
Get away from my house.
Yes.
You didn't want to talk to me before. Yeah, napkins. Get away from my house.
But the moment in this series, this entire series, that made me crack up laughing was Jeffrey Wright's The Watcher at the end of this particular episode where he's doing the narration. I swear to this is acting. This man was acting.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You pronounce all the letters. As he's doing the narration, a portal opens up and Peggy Carter falls through. He's doing the narration. He said, "What?" And as she goes off to go find, what the hell is this? He broke character. And it was hilarious. I've watched it back just to see. I'm like, yo, y'all don't give Jeffrey Wright enough due. This dude be on it.
Yeah.
Peoples. This is Jeffrey's season, so I'm happy for him.
American Fiction. Like it's hard to believe this dude was Peoples, the Watcher, and a scientist. Just like I keep forgetting this dude was Peoples. This dude was Peoples in Shaft. So I'm like, this dude's acting. This is good. He broke out that. What the hell is this? I'm like,
just that moment of just when he did it was like that was the greatest part when he broke character. He literally broke character.
I wasn't looking at the screen when he did it, and I said, "What the hell did I? Wait, what? Did I change the channel? Like, what's going on? What did I turn to?"
But it was so funny. But then it really flipped it by going into episode 6. And in this what if Kawari reshaped the world, and you're introduced to a brand new Mohawk Indian character with the entire episode being in their language. The entire cast is of that nation.
In Spanish.
In Spanish. And I'm like, yo, shout out to Devery Jacobs who plays this character. And I was happy. I was elatedly happy because I'm like, wow. And then they even gave the thank you at the end.
Yeah, that was
and I'm like, y'all did that. That's what it's about. So when you hear us talk about representation versus inclusion, this ain't inclusion. This is representation.
But the beat down of the colonizers.
Was
I the one singing Montgomery Brawl in my head while I was
the Alabama Sweet Tea Brawl?
Right. Was anybody else humming that tune when you're watching it? That just me?
No, I was just thinking about how Columbus Day is going to be very different next year, and all years after. I'm gonna be watching that shit.
Is it bad if the Andy Griffin came in your head when you were listening to it? It was whisper like, you wasn't expecting that, were you?
The fact that she gets pulled in, the Tesseract is behind all this, of course, and she goes into the woods to this forbidden lake, and she gets sucked in because, as you know, Tesseract is the stone that is space and time. She gets sucked she's into this other world, this other place where other Mohawk Indians were also sucked in, and it was stated that the lake was cursed and that the lake just lost people. But that was not the case, and the fact that they were peaceful, they were amongst, they had their own, they were not bothered, they were untethered, they were not conquered or anything, and it was just like, yeah, and you could tell she was saying like, this is peaceful, but I got to get home because my people are in trouble. This is great that you have this.
There's some shit going down back home, y'all just chilling in the fucking cut.
Like
you gotta bring your asses back here
right.
and help with the game.
I mean, you can have that over here and be happy. I mean, imagine.
We can literally make the colonizers leave if y'all would just come with me.
She handed them their ass, and when they got the little drop on it, was because she was getting the hanger. Number one, she was showing the fuck out. I'm sorry, baby was showing out. Oh, how do you do this? Oh, we just run and jump over. You just jump over to the side. She was like, I'm gonna run extremely fast that I didn't know I could do, and then be in front, and then try to stop and realize, oh, I'm the strongest one y'all got here.
that slight realization was like, could really fuck them up.
That just gave her a whole new level. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Oh, I'm going back. I know I can do this. I'm definitely going back to handle this business. And she does. And she cleans house. And then the tribe comes with her. And they wash them. And I just sit up there. Come on, man. Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, lady, because you're an educator. I thought of you, and I'm like, play this during Christopher Columbus and say this is the true story.
Listen. I wish I was teaching history now, because that would definitely be a staple. I kid you not.
Oh, he said, they
all right, this is serious.
Well,
Furioso.
yeah, it was beautiful, and it really was the standout episode. All the social media sites were saying the same thing. Like, she was her, like, in so many ways. And this is why I can commend. I'm like, Disney, you did a great job by going this route. It was like, this was something that was needed. You managed to show that in this world, whether it's in animation or live action or even in your comics, you managed to show representation where other ones they kind of here's this person, boom, and they kind of keep it going. No, you actually give them something. You give them meat. You give them something to work with, and
it wasn't forced or weird either.
No,
it wasn't overdone. It was literally. That's why I would say, how do I call this nicely? It was a Black Panther effect. The first time you saw Black Panther, and you saw it wasn't overdone, it wasn't overkill, it was paced, it was timed. You actually literally felt represented, and that right there is another, like we've been saying, it's another example of how you can do it right without being cheesy or overkill or just feel like you gotta go over the top.
Yeah, Shote Gomez, shout out to her because she was on Dancing with the Stars. Probably the only reason why I watched it was to watch her make her come up. Yeah, let's get America Chavez back to work, please. Devery Jacobs has already stated that she would love to bring this character and play her.
You think, boo? Yeah, you don't.
That would be awesome if she comes out
and they can. I mean, they can do it because we've seen other actors. Alfred Woodard play two different characters in the MCU, in the entire MCU. So it can be done. let's not split hairs.
And you have plenty of time.
But is she not playing a native in Echo?
She is, but.
Do we know what her name is?
We don't know.
Okay. Okay.
We don't know.
Okay. Don't give me hope.
That little sliver, that's all you need.
Don't give me hope.
Oh man. This once again proving that the fight choreography is on 10. What if Hela found the 10 rings?
Ooh,
That was a good one.
That was a good one.
What if Odin was a better parent? Let's start.
Just one.
No, you find out more and more about Odin every time that he shows up on screen, whether it's cartoons or
the hood
live
had
action.
issues. He had some serious issues.
I'm like, he was like my firstborn, and he was like, and when Hela mentions Frigga, she's like, and when he gets his new wife, I'm like, damn, Odin, you're worse than the Greek gods. What is that?
Yo, he worse than Goku. He worse than Goku.
Damn.
No.
Who was
We're not gonna do Goku to the.
No, but
all I gotta sit there and say is what I kind of agree with Kira. What has
I love Goku.
actually
You're not gonna do Goku standard.
Goku cool, but he ain't a cool dad. He ain't the one.
Hey.
He said, say that for the Father's Day episode. No, Prime, you're right. He might be trifling, but at least he blessed his bloodline with best genes. This is true.
Dang.
He blessed him with some good genes.
And plot armor.
Hey, man, if a dad dies and then comes back to life just to sock somebody in their face and then go back to being dead, you can't beat that dad moment. Even though it doesn't make sense.
That's like you woke your daddy up from his sleep after working 12-hour shifts.
What?
Like, I told y'all to be quiet.
Right.
That was real in my household.
See?
Yeah.
Same.
Do not
Same.
wake that up.
Wake him up.
But they brought back Kate Blanchett as Hela. Findor Chen is Zinwu, Winwu. Lauren Tom is Jiao, and Idris Elba was Heimdall. As much as he didn't want to do it live action, because they did do his character dirty live action. We ain't gonna front like he did. But he came back for this, probably because they wrote a good character.
Yeah,
and it wasn't much.
I was gonna say it was only there for like 5 seconds. You
wasn't
blinked
much.
and missed him twice.
It was probably certain director that was attached to it that he didn't want to bother with.
Wait.
Yeah.
Whoops.
The light bulb went off in Kira's eyes. That's all.
Whoopsie.
I mean, this is why we don't want him on Thor number 5, right? Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, but Hela's journey with the 10 rings, that was interesting, and the fact of just
it went a totally different route.
I'm sorry, what you said, Chris?
Yeah, it went a totally different way. I love it. Like she became not just the god, she was the goddess of death, but then she became the goddess of light.
Yeah.
Man, if I don't see some cosplayers do that version of Hela this year, I know something. I know something. Because they went. I'm like, yo, they cleaned house. Like they went to the other realms and they were like, oh no, we here to uplift everybody and release them from their body. I'm like, yo, Hela.
Let's be honest. The moment you saw that hell move, I was like, oh, she's not going to be the goddess of death. Not at that point.
No.
The fact that she got the drop on her day, he was just like, and I was hoping for the day that you turn around and surpass me. I'm like, that sounds like a bitch move. She whooped your ass, didn't she? Frigga told you, didn't she? You didn't want to listen. Because let's face it, Odin been doing them kids dirt. Frigga ain't Thor's mama. I want to know who Thor's mama is at this point.
He said somebody was adopted. I think he was talking about the wrong one.
It wasn't Loki. Because Frigga had dark hair.
So I was saying, Thor's gonna have a wonderful talk. It's like, who's really it ain't you.
Because you really went around like, okay, we get it. Loki's not his brother by blood. All right, whatever. Wait a minute. What do you mean? Hela was the firstborn. Damn, you just lying to everybody, huh? You just side baby family to death.
Odin was a rolling stone.
Man. Then we get down to the Last 2 episodes, these meat and potato joints. What if the Avengers assembled in 1602?
Huzzah.
The plague.
There's nothing
Plague
to
makes
seeing
us
Sir
worthy.
Hogan. I've never seen him so wordy as he's fighting.
You rapscallion.
I'm like, dude, just sword fighting and talking. Like, shut up, man. That's Peter's job. Leave that alone.
No, it's a farce. Me and Stark, friends, hogwash. Ball.
Speaking of Peter, who gave Captain Carter all of Spider-Man's like life lessons? Like, how much does like she on the all torment plan?
It all comes with Uncle Ben.
It all goes with her Uncle Ben and Steve Rogers. Like, I'm sitting there watching this whole thing, and it was fun watching Happy Hogan and his wordy ass, and then him fighting Hulk, and all Hulk is saying, "Signal, signal." And Tony said we would know what the signal is. He comes busting through. Signal, signal.
That was funny.
And it's like he's fighting Banner. He's calling him Banner. He's fighting him and literally saying, you think you can beat me fisticuffs? And I'm like, when's the last time I heard somebody actually say the phrase fisticuffs and walk away with it? You must keep your eye on your opponent, Banner. The pipes are calling. I'm like, dude,
he was just
talking.
The one-liners just kept coming.
But yeah, this Rogers Hood, which I'm fine. I'm like, it's kind of a catchy name. Paul Rudd is back as Scott Lang, which was, I like Paul Rudd. He's fun. Everybody came back. Tom Hiddleston, who Captain Carter says, you're more of a drama queen than your brother.
I know. The yellow jacket army still throws me off.
Man, I was like, that's cheating. Where's Darren at?
It's like firing them from a musket. I was like, okay, I'm not mad about that. When you don't got bullets, just load up.
Oh my god! So they pretty much have the same voice cast once again. Not disappointed. Not disappointed at all. The fact that it turned out this way, and then at the end you find out who was what did they call him?
The Forerunner.
The Forerunner.
Also, if you say it the right way, foreigner.
Yeah. There.
That's crazy, right?
He was the foreigner, yeah.
He was the foreigner.
And and all I could think of was like, damn, Peggy, shit.
Again,
there's like Dr. Strange said, there's only one way.
Yes.
The one possible.
All comes out the right way.
And the fact that Peggy, Steve was telling her, he was like, I know somewhere there's there's a time where we come together, and I'm just like, yeah, it was your time, dude. It was you.
It could have been worse. They could have been playing the old trumpet sound from Endgame. He was talking. You could hear a little bit of that. That would really mess
And here's
people
the
up.
thing. Now it makes you wonder, because if you watch that episode again and what happens with that contraption that Tony put together, and it puts everybody back, because Steve says, I was fighting a purple guy with a golden glove. And I hit the time stone. I hit the green stone. And I'm like, and they show the scene, and I'm like, that's Infinity War, dude. And then when he's sitting back, look at the throne room. Look who's left.
True.
Everybody's gone except for Peggy.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, was that the 616 universe? Was that the universe?
This is where we look to the watch and be like, explain.
You got some talking to do.
He didn't hit. Okay, so in the movie,
he didn't hit the stone.
Movie,
he didn't hit the stone. Yeah, 616 is the movie.
He didn't, but he didn't hit the stone in the movie.
He didn't hit the stone.
He didn't.
I think that's
the difference.
That's the variant. So it's not really 616. It's a universe where he hit the time stone, and then all of that shit happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, 617.
But
Yeah.
617, because it's just that off by that one integer.
Yeah, sure.
The dimension next door.
Because then I'm
This is
just
what he
like,
said. Yeah, sure.
Because as she says, will we ever be together? And I'm thinking to myself, yes, you will. You will.
Mm-hmm.
Steve was probably like, fuck this. More reason why I agree with what he did. That man served 70 plus years. Let him live.
With a park bench and a view of the ocean. He deserves it.
Right.
That's why he went to you want to tell us about it? Nah, I don't think I will.
None of your damn business.
And he's standing on business by night.
He's standing on business.
That part.
He's standing on business while giving Sam the shield and saying, mess with these napkins.
I know you can do it, baby. Which leads to episode 9. What if Strange Supreme intervened, which he shows up at the end of the 1602 episode. And then all hell, kitchen sink, as Spartan calls it, kitchen sink Carter shows up. This was good.
Yep.
This was really good. This had no business being this damn good. This
subterfuge, lots of action, a lot of whodunit.
Hey, sometimes you gotta cause a prison break.
And it was a good call, actually. It was a really good call because Strange tells her, hey, I've been collecting world destroyers and trying to make things right. And it was like, damn, Strange, you still ain't learned your fucking lesson. Like, because the person you got to go after is Kaori, and she's not, last we seen, she wasn't doing anything out of pocket.
Right.
That part.
How was she a world destroyer?
Yeah.
She just got the world. Hold up. She just got the shit.
She was doing the right stuff. Like, well, what were you doing? And here, all for Kristen. Here's a question I got for Strange. Was it that good, dude, that you keep causing these incursions?
Listen.
That must have been the sunshine of legend.
Listen.
I mean,
she got the Erykah Badu special. That's
she might have been married.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Miss Badu. I didn't mean to talk about you. It was me, not Lainey.
Lane's about to say something. Lane's about to say something. You got this.
I'm sorry.
All right, make sure you clip that, buddy. Make sure you clip that.
You know it is. You said it. I ain't trying to tell him a lie.
Oh my god.
Why is it always me?
It was the Badu.
Really, Tapari. Really, Tapari.
Your Supreme Highness, I'm so sorry. I bow to you, mother.
You know what?
Why was it always me?
Just,
oh, damn it.
This man said he was going to wreck the universe. It's like, Christine left me for a black man? Worse, Luke Cage.
Stop.
Then she gonna have a bigger problem with Jessica Jones. Shit.
The man that never has a complete shirt. It's just nothing but holes in it for the rest of his life.
Oh, that's why he's like, I'm just buying yellow t-shirts and cheap jeans from Walmart from now on because this shit.
At that point.
Him and the Incredible Hulk share the same budget.
They share the same. They share the same.
They shop the same big and tall and bulletproof.
Yeah, and that's no lie. They do share the same dry cleaner. There's a episode. There's a in the Luke Cage omnibus. There's a scene where this is like 80s Luke Cage, and he's walking in. He's picking up another silk shirt. He's just picking up another silk shirt, and the guy that's next to him, you don't see his face, but he's in his long trench coat. And they say, "Oh yeah, your purple pants are ready." And it's just like, damn it, that was Banner. Like, what the hell you doing in Harlem anyway? You just thought about that. But no,
wait,
what?
Ashley Gordon Gartrell dry cleaners. What?
Yes.
Wow.
That is extremely catchy, and I hope somebody picks that up.
Somebody will trademark that.
Garnell's dry cleaning. Well, we clean all your stuff that you can't take care of.
Commercial idea.
Ashley Gordon.
And I'm going to clip that right there.
Can't fight crime right now. I go to Ashley Gordon's real quick.
Yeah, make sure them pants is crispy,
so I can rip them again.
I'm gonna see if I can talk to little brother. See if we can get fifth in fashion on here on the line or something like that. I'm gonna write that down.
I'm gonna go to AGG's. Let's go.
AGG's. Ashley Gordon's. Gordon Gartrell's dry cleaner.
Like you don't even know if it's offensive or not. It's just like I'm going to Ashley's, huh? Ashley Gordon. Oh, I got you.
You worry about it. It's like you
that sounds something that actually could be in a Martin episode for real.
With the person, not with the person you expect. It's way different than what you picture in your mind.
That part.
Damn. James would have been levitating in a Gucci cloak.
He got Adam 22.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
So here at Blurred's Eye View, we pull no punches when necessary.
We come up nubs, bloody nubs. Okay.
Yeah.
So.
We make sure we're the double tap crew. Let's just put it that way. We don't waste time.
Christine got coffee twice.
Right. So in this one, you find out Kaori is not the world destroyer that Strange made her out to be, and they team up against Strange. And like Spartan said, Captain Carter decides to make a jailbreak. And everybody that's in this jailbreak, they're people that were for justice, they were righteous heroes and world destroyers. So it's an all-out brawl in this joint. Star-Lord T'Challa was out there.
I just love the fact that you saw Thanos for about a split second and then just
that was hilarious. That was hilarious.
What can I ask? Maybe I wasn't paying attention. Who poofed him?
Killmonger.
Killmonger.
All right.
Killmonger.
He's like, once again, Thanos got sunned. Again, he came on the scene. And it was like, I'm like, who asked him? And here was Killmonger, and I'm like, yo.
But then Killmonger got done worse though. What's done worse?
Kaori transports him out the suit and in the middle of the fight.
That I don't know what's more disrespectful: getting erased from existence, or just pretty much getting stripped of your armor and being thrown out somewhere else.
Geronimo, y'all.
Getting poofed out your armor is wild. It's like we just need you over here.
Yeah. Because I heard the music and I'm like, oh no, they didn't. And then I was like, oh, wrong one. It was the other one. It was the cousin. And here he was.
Kind of like The Sims. It's like, okay, here you are. Now that's where you were wearing, and this is you right over here. We're gonna take that from you.
And then we get, as they're calling her, the Dead Queen, which is Zombie Wanda. And she's it starts out a bit of a problem. It starts out a little bit of a problem.
She is a bit of a problem. She's always been a bit of a problem.
We're talking about Kaori at this point. Like, she was just like, ported her away. Where she's gone, no one knows. Now, here's my theory. They are doing a Marvel Zombie series. My theory is she just ported her back to wherever she was, because she can do that.
Lainey, stop glowing.
She did for everybody else.
Stop glowing, Lainey. She said, as soon as you said Marvel Zombie, she here go.
Like he said, like Tafari said, I like how nobody asked questions. They all just said, "We're free. Throw hands."
I mean, it was a jailbreak. You ain't gonna sit there and do kumbaya. I was like, look, bro.
Not the time to ask questions.
The chair was strong, and once the chair was strong,
it's always
that would have been hilarious. That would have been hilarious if it really was that kind of chair, though. That would have been great.
A chair that hit the chair that was literally thrown and hit nobody, but as soon as it hit the ground, just
I'm mad.
Blasphemer! Here comes Orion from the New Gods. Wrong universe.
It was fun. It was fun, and like Spartan said, this was kitchen sink Carter, because Strange needs all these people to power his forge because he's trying to restart his universe with Christine in it. Like he just keeps wanting. I'm like, is it really that good, my guy? Or you
must be 5-star Megan Thee Stallion.
Although I do have to take this because a friend of mine watches. He said, "Imagine it was D&D and you're coming across the dungeon boss, and you pretty much everybody gives the weapon to the warrior, and you hope to God he rolls a 20."
Jesus.
And that's what they did
with no modifiers, mind you.
Like
no modifiers.
Carter and Kaori
Holy
by
shit.
themselves, they were just barely handling Strange, just barely. But it was becoming this back and forth, like they're falling down into the forge. Kaori is trying to send them back into a portal. Strange was like, "Nope, not happening." And then he uses the time stone, or Carter uses the time stone. Strange is like, "Oh, I used that method a long time ago," and then he sends them back. When finally they just got the drop on him. And he's dealt with so many demons that the one that he was dealing with the most comes out, like, because they really started throwing hands on him. They were going in on him. They were throwing hands, and he was just getting more pissed. And they kept focusing on Hela, and I kept trying to. I was like, by the second time they did it, I'm like, something's getting ready to happen. And sure enough, Hela takes off her helmet, throws it at Carter's feet as she's falling. Thor takes Mew Mew, throws it at her feet. I don't know which version of Hulk. I don't know which version of Hulk that was, but he had the All-Father spear, so he threw it.
He threw that.
I guess All-Father Hulk. I guess I don't know. And it becomes that moment of like, oh, you've got Ultron armor with Infinity Gems, Hela's helmet, Thor's hammer that Kaori was handling with no problem using her magic.
Right.
This is going to be a fun time right now.
Honestly, you see all those weapons just magically pop up as she's got the shield and she's got the sword.
It was slapping his ass.
I was like, well, attack points have all been evenly distributed. So
like when
somebody was writing at the exact same time the thing was going.
Yeah. So like they slam Strange to the wall. Carter ports him off the wall. He gets slapped with the hammer several times. I'm like, oh, y'all not lit up. Don't lit up. Do not lit up. And they got the better of him. And the demon and Strange actually separated, but then the demon was coming again. And Strange was like, it's too late. I messed up. It's too late. I messed up. And the demon takes him back over, falls down into the hole. Kaora is able to port everybody back home. Strange fights one last time, and he doesn't break completely free. He just stops the demon from giving off a blast or whatever, and they fall into the forge. Now his world is restored, but as the Watcher said, the world was restored with Christine, but Strange was never born in it. That version of Strange was never born. And Strange was never born in that world. And I'm like, damn. You kind of feel sorry, but then you don't.
like
failed successfully. I mean, you brought back the world you destroyed, not the universe, but the world you destroyed.
William. Doggone it, Will.
William.
He did
it. I don't know why you trying to put the straight face on, bruh.
He said
stop that.
He said he's practicing restraint and discipline. He didn't say he wouldn't throw barbs. He didn't say
in the words of the Watcher, you know we can see you, right?
Or it starts all over again in Skyrim. In Skyrim, it's like, oh, you finally woke up.
Right. Yeah, exactly. He should have stayed in a bubble, babysitting Zola and Killmonger. Exactly. But I like what Watcher tells Carter. He says, well, there are other worlds out there. And she was like, well, I don't have to go right home, do I? And I kind of like this.
The Doctor Who reference, take the long way around.
It's very, very human. Because now she's curious. I mean, I would be too, like
I want to see some shit.
Yeah, like there's a lot of stuff going on. Oh, what else is out there? You know,
Yeah.
it's part What If, it's part Exiles, right? Only with Exiles, they were more like, oh, we got to work off our prison sentence or something. It was more of that along that line. But this is fun. What If is just, it's always been fun. I don't understand why the series doesn't last at the company. They keep trying to revamp it different ways. Like they just did the What If Miles Morales was this or this or this or this.
That was travesty.
The industry flip.
Yeah.
Do you know about that?
No. What did they do with the industry flip?
The situation where they don't do the revamp of royalties, so they'll come out with 2 seasons of something and then give a spinoff of that. And technically, since that doesn't count, the writers don't get the royalties for it. Kind of like the Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, and then they made something completely different like that.
Get the fuck out.
That's
So
crazy.
what I'm saying is they probably went all guns blazing for season 2 because you don't know.
Well, they did say that the writer left of I can't hold on. I'll pull it up. They did say one of the writers,
dude that was in Thunderbolt, just left the MCU universe just now, like an hour ago or something.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, what?
Glenn is no longer playing what's his face.
Yep. So we lose him for The Walking Dead, and now this. What a world, bro.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that was just recently, like not that long before the show.
That was
started.
during.
Yeah, that was literally just an hour ago.
No. You know why? I'm gonna tell you why. He talked, and big fucking mouth dude that writes the goddamn Invincible goddamn comic ran his goddamn mouth, and so they said you don't know how to keep your mouth shut. So guess what? We're going to take
Robert
the
Kirkman?
toy away.
Kirkman?
Kirkman.
Kirkman did reveal that. He revealed that he wasn't supposed to reveal that.
He wasn't.
He messed up. I'm like, he was just like, I'll reveal it. I don't care. You don't work for them.
But you'll let Tom Holland slide though.
He's a plan.
That's because that boy to say that shit. You know, good and goddamn well that boy wasn't going to say nothing.
Between him and Ruffalo, those are the plans. They're like, we're just gonna feed you information to go talk.
Formal plans.
They threw everything on Ruffalo and Holland's lap, and meanwhile, Chris Pratt was recording everything on Endgame and on his phone, and he didn't release anything until way after. Because even Chris Evans was like, "Wait, are you filming this right now?"
I'm gonna wait till y'all. I'm gonna wait till this thing is finally on streaming and y'all get your DVD sales, and then just on a random Tuesday.
They ain't gonna hate me anymore.
That was one of the first movies I ever seen where they made a whole campaign said, "Don't spoil this movie."
Oh yeah,
right.
Yeah.
I was like, man.
But they did say the head writer for season 1 and 2 has left the series. AC Bradley. She won't be returning for the 3rd season. She said she's moving on from Marvel, so she left off together. And she reflected on her time with the company, said it was time for new adventures and mediums. Somebody offered her something.
So she got bored because
she got offered something bigger than Marvel.
She offered,
or somebody ain't getting paid.
Somebody check Hasbro.
Oh,
somebody check Hasbro. I believe an offer was made and accepted.
Jimmy G.
Somebody.
Jimmy, I need you to relax. Relax. Let me have something.
No.
He's going for jugular now.
She went out on a high note. I tell you that much.
You got to remember they fired him, so now even though they fired him, they brought him back. Now he's going for jugular. It might be true. Think about it.
It's always the quiet ones.
Yeah,
there's no relaxation. What the hell?
I'm just like, yo,
fucking on my groove, man.
Don't throw off his groove.
Oh man, we're gonna take a quick commercial break, and we're gonna wrap up this little shindig of our review of What If and talking with our guest Mark Cooper. We'll be right back. Damn, that was fun, but unfortunately, we gotta run. Fine. Fine.
This just in.
Feeling groggy in the morning? Coffee just can't give you that pep in the step that you're looking for? Try Pop Starts for that great get up and go that adults need. Pop Starts has the vitamin and nutrients that only grown-ups can partake in, and with flavors such as tossed salad and scrambled eggs, and Jack Daniels and Bud Light flavors to start your day or end it. There's nothing better to wake up to unless you count that depressing cubicle job. Well, anyway, try Pop Starts today. Pop Starts is not part of the Kellogg's Corporation. Pop Starts could give you diarrhea. Pop Starts are not found in your local grocery store.
Wrap-up protocol initiated, Captain.
Here's that special time where we decide we have to go park the old girl and get ready for another show later this week. But I want to thank our special guest, Mark Cooper. Mark, my guy, it's always a pleasure when you stop through. Love having you on. Definitely love having you on because, like, I love your stuff, man. I love your content. I love what you got. Talk to the people. Let them know where they can find you.
Well, best way to find me is It's Mark Cooper. Says ITSMARKCOOPER, and you'll go far, superstars.
Oh, I love that.
Thanks.
Well,
Oh,
interesting, Lady Mandalore.
I'm not that talented. So, you can find me.
Lies.
Stop it,
slander.
you are.
Lies.
No, can't do that shit. Instagram, TikTok. Ugh. Yeah, Instagram, TikTok, fan base. The other thing that has a name that I'm not really sure if I'm on it or not.
The dark place.
YouTube. Sundays, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will officially be back with my show. We will be talking indie comics. I'm going to be starting a comic book reading group thing, whatever you call it. I will come up with a catchy name. See, I need help. I need help.
Consortium, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, farcical. Yes. Yes, do voice acting on places and things. My podcast that I also have is called Child of Mandalore. I don't know why I'm flubbing so much. I'm sleepy. Child of Mandalore. My lights went out. That clearly means it's time for me to go to bed. Child of Mandalore on Spotify, Apple, something music. Podcast, whatever the hell they're calling it now. I'm really tired. I really need people to. Could you just follow me? I just need like I just need like 100 more people to follow me, and I'll feel like I achieved something so far this year. I know it's only January 2nd, but I need a up. I need a up.
I need my girl to wake up. Chris, it happened. Okay,
it happened.
Breathe. Just breathe. Just breathe.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I'm good. I don't need to talk no more.
No, I was giving that for you. I was giving that for you.
Here we go again.
Okay.
Jesus, be a fence around me.
Come on.
Oh, I got it! Yay!
I guess
that was for you, Lady Mandalore.
I guess we're just a bunch of clubs.
Listen, it's for everybody, but she needed some energy, so I was gonna give her some energy.
This is what they do.
Thank you.
Imagine a third one.
Hey,
coming soon.
Yeah.
Trouble's gonna be trouble.
It will. It'll be good trouble.
Yeah.
It'll be very good trouble. I am Lainey, one half of Geek by Heart at Geek by Heart on YouTube. Me and my husband run the channel. We talk about everything. We just actually talked about Rebel Moon. We put out our review about that about 2 days ago. So check that out. Tell us what you think. We also do live streaming on Wednesday and Saturday at 7:30, I'm doing Hogwarts Legacy. He is Fridays and Sundays at 6. He is doing Ragnarok. You can check us out on YouTube. You can check us out on TikTok. You can check us out on IG. All of them by Geek by Heart. Come with us. We are a lot of fun.
Yay!
Yeah.
It's not doing it. It's not doing it.
This is doing it.
Oh,
Just
well.
one thumb.
It's not doing it.
One thumb.
Well, I don't have any special effects, so I'm gonna roll with this.
There it is.
Black Spartan, otherwise known as Black Box 447 on all the socials. I usually do reviews with everything that I read, that I watch, even gym stuff, because I try to stay in shape.
I got you, Spartan.
So what? I appreciate it. Couple podcast guys that I do have, of course, my news podcast, How the Fuck We Got Here, every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. A lot to go over because apparently we have presidential candidates that don't know history. That's really funny considering the fact that, well,
that
they
part.
won't erase history. But anyway, of course, Wednesday, 7 p.m., my video game podcast called Get Bit Podcast. Every Friday at 7 p.m. CST. Both podcasts can be found wherever podcasts can be seen or heard. Of course, guys, definitely check out birdseyeView.org, where our usual man of silence, but always shoots his shots from the comment section. Will is now the new moderator, so we're looking forward to his designs and creations and things of that nature once he gets meant for that. But you can definitely check me out for my column on wrestling. Why? Because wrestling is real and people are fake. Shout out to Mr. Kennedy for that one. Again, guys, we keep saying this all the time. Unity is important. Share. Don't just like something. Talk about it. Put it out there for the world to see. Word of mouth is the best weapon we have against the algorithm. As Kira loves to say so many times, F the algorithm. Aside from that, guys, the no cons are winding down unless you're overseas, which are winding back up again. The same 3 rules still apply. Number 1, respect the cosplayers of all times. Number 2, wash your ass. Use deodorant. Use mouthwash. You can use some cologne to a certain extent. I mean, don't axe body spray yourself to death where everybody's choking on it. Trust me, you don't want your funk in the room before you. That's all I'm saying. And number 3 is the same rule that I have for myself as everybody else in the world right now, especially the world that we're in right now. Be nice, kind. Don't be a dick, and we'll all be cool.
That after air and before air or something else. So,
the after air is like chewing on a funky cheeseburger. Nah, I'm not good with that one.
That after air hits you like a right cross from Tyson.
Is that granola? No, that's me. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Not granola.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, blurs of all ages, good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Once again, it is your frosty bearded Buttercorn, trimmed because I wanted to go into the year looking a little cleaner, looking more presentable, and not like your uncle next door that no one talks to. You can find me on all socials under Navy Montel. The combos are coming back. I've already started reaching out to guests to have them on. And yes, StreamYard with IG actually works, and I will be using that. So if I reach out to you, send you a DM, you better answer up. Okay. Miss Angie and I will be returning with a new year of Blurticorn Speaks podcast. I'm part of the Color Commentary Wrestling podcast with Nick from Do You Speak Geek, along with some beautiful, brilliant other people. And my YouTube is going to be coming back because I have a lot in the brain. And now that I'm getting back to normal, all of y'all are in trouble. That's all I got to say. As I tell everyone, always stay nerdy, stay geeky, stay sexy, and be proud in your blurred.
There it is. A piece of the action.
Trouble.
Brown chicken, brown cow.
Talk to him.
I will be watching The Cinematic Assassin. If you want to talk movies and TV, you can find me at Mayhem Media. That's MAYEHEM Media. Don't matter what site you're on, that trademark is strong. Listen, the hammer, if you so be worthy. Oh, however he says it. Listen, you don't need a hammer.
Millionaire.
I
put
prefer
some
to
cat
call
ears
it
on and
Mew
call
Mew.
it Mew Mew. There you go. Put cat ears on and call it Mew
Mew.
You don't need anything external. You are worthy right now, just as you are. And if you don't believe it, let me believe it for you. You need to be the person that your inner child needed so that we can all heal and be better tomorrow. With that, I still want to stress that mental health is important. So please take your meds, take your PTO, And Happy New Year, everybody.
Yay!
Yay!
Blessed be thy name. Hey, everybody, it's your favorite man on the wall, Chris Fury. Thank you for tuning in. If this was your first time here, you know what to do. Go over to the YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell, and watch our highlights, the live shows, the commercials, the shorts, the lives, whatever the case may be. It's all there. It's all put together. You can also catch us on APR TV. What is APR TV? Always press record on Roku and Amazon devices. Yes, we are on streaming. Go check us out. Go show your love. You can also soon, very, very soon, you'll see us on another streaming service, the Blurred News Network. Shout out to Blurred Stations. So we'll be all in the face, in the place, and everything in between. So you want to keep checking us out. You also want to listen to us wherever you listen to your podcasts, including Apple, Spotify, iHeart, not Google, because it's there. Everything else in between, yeah. But yeah, go show your love there. Follow us on IG, Blurred's Eye View. I don't have to put it up there because it's right there next to my name if you can't read. Why would you look at it twice? But thank you, Mark Cooper, once again for stopping through.
Thank you for inviting me, man.
If you are not, I got to get this to him now because.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you.
At this point, I think it's not a beat he can't flip. That's a brave statement.
Misa said, give it time.
You want me
Speaking of which,
do you want me to just drop 2 more things of news before we go?
Yes.
Yeah, motherfucker. What you holding back for?
Okay.
I know you're sleepy.
Well, Monday next week is the Mark Cooper Monday Awards. I actually award the newer artists in the nerdcore community. So I do that on a stream, Twitch on Monday. I do that every Monday where I listen to new artists and give them critiques. Not it's garbage. It's like, this is what you can do to make your product better. And then the last thing, I just got done writing a screenwrite, and I'm basically redoing Captain Man.
Kira's eyes.
When are you going to bed? Did you? Will Mayhem? Can you give him some of your melatonin, please?
It's okay. I gotta keep going.
But none of your water, Will. We don't want people going off.
Jesus.
With that, you can also hear me as well doing voices on Talk Story to Me only on Spotify. Shout out to Josh Evans and the Talk Story to Me fam. Myself, along with Lady Mandalore, we are in several audio dramas with Talk Story to Me. So shout out to them.
Trying to get in there.
Also shout out to Review Time Productions. I play a pirate by the name of Lazarus.
Nice.
That should be popping. I think he's just premiered it. I think so.
It should be pretty soon. I think I'm in that group, so I'll get you.
Yeah, so
awesome.
it's like that's a little fun ride right there. So a lot of stuff, and apparently there's an acting role coming up. I gotta read that.
Hey,
hey, you gotta do it.
I gotta do it. Somebody came to a friend of mine I go to the gym with. He said, I got a role for you, and I'm like, okay, what are we talking about? You mean memorize lines? Okay,
as long as you don't die. we always had that fear.
I think I do, but I'm gonna pull a Loki. I'm gonna give you all the meat and the potatoes.
It's not like Carl Weathers. I mean, you die in a comedy. Like I don't even know how they even happen,
Hey. Jobs. But with that being said, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I want to thank all the guests. I want to thank my crew, of course, and thank all of you. As I state with every show, we come here, we have fun, we spread positivity, we talk trash as only we can because we're the double tap crew. We double tap. Walk away, don't look back. But for those POC creatives that are out there, I want to thank you for all the content that you create. I want to thank you for all the stuff that you put out there. Keep going, keep trying. Talk to us because we'll have you. So just ask around. We're that crew. We'll help you out. So with that being said, remember to educate yourself and others, entertain yourself and others, and most of all, encourage yourself and others. I'm Chris Fury. This is this dope crew over here, right over there. Oh, right over there.
Hi.
Hey, with all of that being said, Thank you once again. We're out of here.
Snake, are you okay? Snake? Snake!